Hello, everybody! And it's been a long while since I did one of these reaction and reviews. Huh. When was it that I last stopped? Was it the second part of A Dark Knight Ingrid, was it? Yeah, I've watched a hentai since then, and trust me guys, it is no way better. It's still a piece of shit. Ugh, it still gives me nightmares. Anyways, yes, it is true, I have gone back into doing one of these reaction and reviews. But today's reaction and review is on the Inbetweeners movie. Don't believe me? Is this good enough for you? I thought so. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a reaction and review on the Inbetweeners movie. Now, I'll be honest when I say this, guys, I am not looking forward to it. Literally, I'm not. I've never been a fan of the show. I haven't even watched the show, to be honest. And after hearing some of the jokes that I've seen that some of my friends have described to me about the show, I gag in awe. Because it's just some old shit that you have to deal with through going through high school. And I would normally expect a typical teenager to be laughing their asses off at this. But me, I'm not one of those typical teenagers, so I'm just going to dive into this, see what it's like, get out, and Bob's your uncle. That's it. And my first and final expectations, from my point of perspective, might say that it might suck. So let's just get into this already. As I expected, a joke right out of the gate, and I am not impressed. Basically what happened is that, well, one of the characters, I'm suggesting it's one of the main characters, was talking to his dad about university, and then his dad goes on to a different subject, saying that he's got married, and he never even had to bother to tell his own son. Two things. One, why would you never tell your own son that you got remarried? Isn't it obvious? Two, that was just unoriginal and just pure shit, a joke. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm sticking by my word. That joke was horrible. Somebody please tell me what the fuck I just saw! Again, somebody please tell me what the fuck I just saw. A movie based on a British television show that is about a couple of blokes going on holiday. I've seen 3 other movies that are based on British shows about a bloke or a couple of blokes that go on holiday, and I like those movies. Perhaps this one might have a chance. Were those jokes earlier on? Still ain't betting on it. How surprising! First 5 seconds of Jay's dad and I automatically hate him. No other character has ever made me done that before. Are you kidding me? The pussy control? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. I'm sorry for you guys who absolutely love this stuff, but to me, I am not. I'm just in awe right now because these jokes are so bad. Holy shit, I have to admit it, that joke was quite funny. I was kind of reminded of one of Lee Evans' jokes at that point. That joke was actually kind of funny. It's almost a half hour into the movie, and I'm not even pulling out a single chunk of laughter. All I've pulled out so far is just a stupid groan. Just wonderful. More sex jokes coming right round the corner. I wonder how this one's gonna end. Right, so it wasn't a sex joke, it was a football joke. But still, I don't laugh. I'm not really a big fan of football anyways, so I still don't find it really funny. Exactly how many times have I seen somebody get stripped down? Oh my god. Alright. Nudity is not funny. Okay? I just want to get that out. Doing this shit is not funny. It's not making me laugh, it's not making me chuckle, it's not funny in general. For once the movie agrees with me, that joke was absolutely pathetic. The only pussy that they're gonna get is a cat. Really? Okay, whoever was the writer in this movie, I seriously hope he was fired after writing this. And it is at this point that I am fucking bored. And thank fucking goodness it's finally done with. Anyway, the song's pretty good. Right, just gonna shut this fella up for a little bit. Right. Okay. As I said earlier on, I've never seen the Inbetweeners movie. I mean, any of the Inbetweeners shows before, so going into this, it's like from a blind perspective. A person who has never seen any of these guys in action, or any of these guys, anything in particular to do with these guys. So, let's go. You know what? I'm just gonna cut this short. You remember when Chad Silson11 said in his review on this movie? He said that the movie can only get 5 stars if it attends to not only the fans, but to the people who aren't the fans and wish to start off this way. He gave it 4.5 stars because the movie doesn't do a good job of suggesting to the audience that haven't even started to watch the Inbetweeners. And you know what? That's me. I'm a guy who never actually watches the Inbetweeners, and I don't like this movie. I don't like the movie. And that's it. And thank goodness that I've rented this goddamn movie, so now I can take it back. But I might as well just go into what I think of it. Let's start with the plot. Now, I've seen this plot 3 times. I've seen it in Guest House Paradiso, or the Bottom Movie as it's also known as. I've seen it in Mr. Bean's Holiday, and I've also seen it in the earlier Mr. Bean movie known as Bean. But in those 3 movies, the plot and the writing in that, I liked it. Because it stayed reminiscent to the show, just like this plot did. But mainly because I was used to the humour and I know the sort of stuff that was coming up. I mean, with Mr. Bean's fanatics of being an absolute dimwit, and with Eddie and Richard being absolute cockheads who don't know anything about lasses or how to get drunk properly. But this one, it's just typical teenagers. Kind of the ones I have to be forced to grow up with during high school. Now the acting, I'll be honest, it's not that half bad. I mean, I think it could have been a little bit better, but it's okay. The acting's good enough. As for the presentation, it does look very enjoyable. The lighting is actually very colourful, and it actually does make you feel like you're on a particular holiday. But all in all, guys, I didn't like the movie. I didn't like the humour. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like anything about this movie except for the bright presentation of how bright it is and the ending soundtrack. So, from a guy who has never seen it before, obviously a guy who has seen the Inbetweeners and obviously knows of the show is going to love this, but a person like me who has not seen the Inbetweeners and knows nothing about it is obviously not going to like it. So my final score is going to be sorry. It's going to be around about a 3 out of 10. I'm sorry guys, but that is my opinion. 3 out of 10. So that's my reaction and review on the Inbetweeners movie. Hope you enjoyed. Certainly hell I did not. And hopefully I'll see you in another movie review. Ciao!